Okay, this video is on Srpt. My buddy Chris wanted me to do a video on this. So I actually traded this maybe a year or so ago and hadn't looked at it since, so I'm going to come back here, take a look at this and see what we got. This is a weekly chart, so we're looking at it. So this is 15, 14, 13, 12, and right now a real nice area of support. Now let's lower it to the wicks and to this area where it's kinda at now. Kinda cool. Alright, and then obviously major low area here, and let's take a look at the, for all these years, the average. Let's see where we can get most of the average. Let's be safe about it and call it in here. Okay, so now that I've got some areas I can look at, let's look and see what it's doing. Let's see, 12 obviously from 2012, beautiful run up if you'd got in there. Wow, what a tremendous run up from $2.60 some cents to 55, you know, a year and a half later. Amazing. Okay, big drop off here, and because this is a looks like this is a pharmaceutical or something, so these things almost are unpredictable over time. They do have their areas on charting, but it kind of scares me on some of these because, you know, they go, a lot of these things are either selling instruments or drugs or going through FDA trials, or there's just a million things. I mean, look at the candlesticks on these things. That's, I know it's weekly, but that is scary, from 36 to 13, and look what you had here. The same thing as history repeated itself a few years back. The same candlestick from the same exact place. Amazing. And the run up and the run up, and wow, this could get real interesting here. I would say if this holds up and pans out, you know, this week, man, maybe you take a small position here and see what happens. This thing looks like it's kind of overdone already. I mean, even a bounce from here would have to bring this thing back up to, well, like my mentor used to say, maybe half the candlestick, which is right at the 200 day, so at 22, that would double your money. Man, I think that's that's a good play. It's got to be worth a shot, and you know where your stop is. Your stop is, let's say, if it goes at you know, $1 from where it's at now at $11.30 some cents. There's your stop, and then if you were lucky enough, hell, you could try and buy back in around maybe $3 or something. This is something unfolding that could be a nice trade to the upside. Markets have been under a little bit of pressure. Let's see, this morning here, yep, the markets are under serious pressure again this morning. Let's see, ES is down 21 and NQ is down 44. I don't know. I would see how this holds up this week. And if this starts to hold up or bounce off this area, this might be a really good trade to take. Now that we know the areas, we know that 11.30 would be the stop here, and 23 would be good for some profit, and then, man, back to 36 again. Could happen. And then if it does get stopped out around 11 or something, let it fade. Don't try and be a hero. Let this thing fade and see if you can grab it in the single digits. I think this is something here is very interesting to watch. Might get involved with it. Let's look at the options. Let's go back and let's see what happens if we gave it a year. This is trading at 12.30 something. Yeah, the options are a little expensive. the spread is huge, and the options are too expensive to go out into a leap. Let's see, and maybe let's do half the time. Let's do, well, let's just try April and see what April looks like, just for the heck of it here. 330 for the spread is still big. I don't want to go any shorter time frame on that. I don't really like the options on this. If you're playing the actual stock itself, I think it's better. The options are a no-go for me on this, but I think this is real interesting, and I think you might have a possibility of a real good shot here. So, good find, Chris. Let's see what we can do with it.